How you doing today, Wastelanders? Chasing dopamine here.
Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next.
Today we're going to be starting a new playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. If you enjoy this content and want to see more, drop a like and be sure to never miss a video by hitting the subscribe button and ringing those bell notifications. Now, let's get into the video. So, we've just woken up at Doc's house, Doc Mitchell's house. Sorry, these are all of my DLCs wanting to load in.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Alright. For this playthrough, I am going to make the character's name Billy, because we're going to be playing as a man.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Well, I really hope you didn't leave anything out of place, Doc.
How'd I do?
Alright, our mail is going to be sex, yes, guys. Christ. Understand, I am not going to be able to talk 90% of the time, so, you know. Alright. We are going to be a man. Right now, I'm going to randomize him a few times. Why does it always give me the same freaking stuff? Alright. We'll start from here and work forward. New. Alright. I think we're gonna go with the survivalist. We're gonna keep this hairstyle, but I'm gonna make his hair a bit... You know what? Yeah, I'll make his hair white. Yes.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Alright, first things first, I'm gonna grab whatever I can get my little grubby hands on. I wouldn't normally go around taking everything somebody owns. But you know when he kind of lets you. And you know, it's part of the game to be able to raid his house. If you come over here, there's actually a 9mm pistol that you have to be able to have a 25 repair skill to repair. And then there's these Sunset Sarsaparillas over here, and I even take the empty ones just because I can sell them in a little bit. I basically take everything because I can sell it. We will come back here in a minute. This is a chemistry set that if your science is high enough, I think it's also 25, but we can check. Yeah, if your science is at 25 or greater, then you can make either stem packs or chems here, but you can only do it once. I like to do it here at the beginning, so that way you can start out
so far.
With plenty of stuff. But Doc Mitchell
Go
actually
ahead and
has
give
a
the
lot
vigor
of
tester a try.
good loot running around his house.
We'll learn right
I take
quick
it all.
if you...
Alright, that's everything in this room. I'm not really going to wander around the house too much right now. We're just going to get over here.
We can chat later. The sooner you finish these tests, the sooner you can get out of here.
Alright. So, I always do... Well, not always, but for this build, I'm going to do 7 in strength. We're going to pop 6 in perception. 6 in endurance. 6 in charisma. Actually, I'm going to take 1 away from that. I'm going to put that in my intelligence. And we're going to take 1 away from agility so I can stick that in luck. And this is about what my build is going to look like right now.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are so barking.
I'll grab everything out of this room. If you grab everything out of Doc Mitchell's house, you are going to end up over-encumbered before you leave. So it makes the walk down to Good Springs take forever. However, I don't really mind this, simply because you can sell everything as soon as you get down there, because the first place I like to walk into is Chet's. Just simply because I can sell everything that I need to, I can talk to Chet real quick before everything begins. It gives me a good starting point. But if you take everything out of Doc Mitchell's house, it really gives you a good start to get out into the Wasteland, just simply because you have like all of this crap that you can either sell or
It's
use.
important that you're relaxed for this next test.
Man.
Please have a seat. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Newspaper.
House.
Target.
Night.
Silencer.
Bandit.
Swiss cheese.
Light.
Heavy.
Mother.
Human shield.
Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing.
Oh,
But I
hush.
guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature.
I'm going to choose no opinion.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Agreed.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Disagree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Strongly disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Strongly agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
For this one, I'm going to pick an oozing wound.
Okay. How about this one?
And then I'm too embarrassed to say what this looks like.
Last one.
So whenever I see this, and it doesn't give me the option for it, but I always see 2 rotisserie chickens high-fiving. Anybody else? Does anybody else see 2 rotisserie chickens high-fiving? Let me know in the comments, please. But we're gonna pick a bearded man.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
And I am sorry if you guys keep hearing like a slight bang in the background. My storm door does not like latch properly, so I need to get that fixed for future videos. Right now we're going to keep that in science. We're going to take this out of melee weapons and actually put this into lockpick. We're going to take this out of energy weapons and throw this over into barter. I really like this as a beginning setup because you can get into most of the first things that you need to lockpick. You can go into the back of Doc Mitchell's and get those stem packs and the chems if you want chems instead of stem packs. And you can actually start out with a decent barter with people to help with some speech options. Your explosives, when you get to level 2, I would make sure is up because you're going to need that for talking to Easy Pete. And I would also be focusing on getting your speech up because that's also going to help a lot as well. But these are the 3 that I really like to focus on at first because they helped a lot.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Yeah, that would be crazy. It's not like every person in my family has been shot in the head a few times. Not possible. Okay, so I always like to start with Wild Wasteland. The Wild Wasteland unleashes the most bizarre and silly elements of a post-apocalyptic America, not for the faint of heart or the serious of temperament. This trait for me, I love simply because, like, in development of this game, there were 2 camps of developers. One set of developers that wanted to keep this a very serious game, and the other set that wanted to be able to add in some pop culture references, some movie references, and some other like wacky things into this game. And that's why we get Wild Wasteland, because it basically let both sides of the development team have their say, and then to let us as the player have a say on how we want to experience the Wasteland. I always pick that one, and then I always either pick Good-Natured. I either pick Good-Natured starting out just simply because it gives you a +5 to barter, medicine, science, and speech. However, you get a -5 to... Oh god. Sorry, this thing is not working with me right now. I'll just put that on there for a minute so I can actually look at it. But it actually gives you a -5 to energy weapons, explosive, guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. I am not going to be picking that right now. For now, I think I am just going to pick Hoarder. That's also going to help us right now when we're trying to grab all of this stuff out of Doc's house. But there's actually a lot of these skills that if you read, or traits that if you read through are really good. I also really like, hold on, where is it? Trigger Discipline and Loose Cannon. Because there is actually a few other traits that you can get that kind of cancel those out at some point. Cancel out the negative effects of those at some point. So right now, I'm actually just going to go with Hoarder because it's going to help me more immediately in this gameplay. Take that out, put that there. And that is just going to overall make it so we can carry 25 more pounds to our carrying capacity, but we set for a -1 to all attributes anytime the weight you're carrying drops below 160 pounds. Yeah, I lied. I feel like we're going to do Good-Natured right now. Or... Alright, we're just going to do Good-Natured, actually.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Good-Natured helps out with a lot. We just have to actually put more points towards guns and explosives and stuff than we would normally need to. To kind of cancel that out. You can actually get a few other traits at some point that'll go towards your guns and everything. But right now, this is a fine build for what I feel like doing. We're gonna come back here and See, if you go over and activate the chemistry set, you can either create some stem packs or create some drugs with Psycho, Buff Out, Mentat, Steady, and Rebound. I am just going to create some stem packs, and you get 5 stem packs. So that comes in handy. And we can always come back and get the 9mm submachine gun if we want to later.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
I mean, maybe I want to run around naked. Did you ever think of that? Alright. Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Alright, right now we are not going to do a hardcore mode. I'll be doing that in another playthrough. But for this one, we're just going to keep it to the normal. Alright, I'm gonna grab... There's a few more things back here down this hallway that we haven't gotten in Doc's house. We will grab everything real quick. You'll notice very early that I have a bad habit of opening already empty stuff. But... oh well. We all have our flaws. I just take all of this stuff again because it's really good to sell first off. And then I'll get these over here. Alright. Oop. Missed a few things. Give me the can! Give me the can! Oof. We're already over encumbered. Alright, one last room. And then I will go out to the waste. One last room. Yeah. Yes, I know I am over encumbered and I cannot run. And then I think there's just this on the floor in here. Otherwise you can drink out of the toilet. But you know. Alright. Let's get out of here. But yeah, things to note here is just like, if you notice, I hate this. So if you notice, Doc Mitchell actually gave us a Vault 21 jumpsuit, and that is from the vault that he grew up in. I'm actually going to put on this lightweight metal armor instead. But what's significant to note about that is that Vault 21 is a vault that is in New Vegas, but is also a hotel. And we will be going there later. And we can talk more about, you know, what's very sad about poor poor Doc Mitchell and his wife dying. Ugh. All of my DLC. And then we get to see Victor just rolling. Just keep rolling, 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 rolling. Rolling, 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 rolling. Because I know that y'all be loving this shit right here. I gotta stop doing that. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Not really. There is no way. There is no way that they're going to fucking copyright. That they're going to copyright my off-key self. I'll probably cut that out. We're almost there, guys! We are almost to the Good Springs General Store. Just another few feet. I made it. Chet! Chet, take my stuff! Chet!
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. Way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Lifesaver, buddy. Alright. Tell me about weapon mods and special ammo.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
Alright. What makes the surplus ammo inferior?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind, Shetty boy. I'd like to know more about Mr. House, though.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
I don't know if I'd call Mr. House looking out for me a good thing. But maybe. Maybe, my guy. Anything else you can tell me about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Alright, show me what you got for sale.
Can do.
Alright, right now we are just going to focus on selling a bunch of things. No matter what, I always keep all of the vault suits and stuff because that's going to come in handy later on when we get into the Strip, and I will show you why. And yes, I fully understand that most of you have either probably seen gameplay of this game or played this game yourself, but you know what? There might be a few people that haven't, so I'm going to play this like none of you have seen this before. And that's just how we're going to go about it. Alrighty. And then the only thing that we're going to grab right now, because it's going to make my life easier later, is we're going to grab a shovel. And I might as well grab... I'll grab one of those later.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Alright, now we're going to head over to the saloon. I always forget you can't go in there. We will talk to Easy Pete later, because we're going to have to.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Alright, we'll go through a few of these dialogue options. Right now we're going to focus on
I guess there's
the
a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need
We'll
all
get
the
the
help you can
tutorial
get
done
after
in
what
this
they done to
video.
you. Meet me
And
outside,
then in the next
behind the
video, we're
saloon.
going to do the entire Good Springs hoopla, I think. Hate to see her go. But you gotta love to watch her go. Alright. Now once you head out here, Sunny's gonna take you and show you how to shoot.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
Ooh. Oh, come on.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot.
I
Well,
am
that's a
so
start.
sorry if all you
But I
guys
don't reckon you
hear
came to me to learn to
is
fight sarsaparilla bottles.
muscle car
Tell
and
you what,
dogs barking again.
I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Anything you say, ma'am, I will follow you to the ends of the earth.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Alright, from here, we are going to stand up. Stand up. We are going to follow Sunny. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Getting glimpses of Sunny's Sunday. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Alright, we're gonna run ahead a little. Here we go. So we just gotta go straight up here. And she's gonna meet us over here. Turn around.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Alright, from here, I am going to... Right now I have a farmer rifle, but I feel like this is my better option. Alright. We're actually going to...
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
You can kind of sneak over here and go around this rut. Once I get to about here, I kind of slow down. And then I get this out. now we just walk right back down here and go talk to Sunny. There is a little thing over here. I actually don't remember if there's any down here. I'm gonna check real quick. Always worth checking. There's a can. Oh god. Back to Sunny. I'm coming, Miss Smiles.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Again, to the ends of the earth, my love. To the ends of the earth.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Alright, we are going to go... I'm still crouching. I need to stop crouching. We're going to follow some to the first one.
Come on!
Oh, come on. Close. Christ. Alright, she runs that way, but I know if you go this way, actually. Yeah, if you go this way. Uh-oh. Did she die? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where'd she go? There she... Whew. I was really hoping that we didn't get her
Holy
killed.
moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Oh, thank you. Whew. I just feel bad when I don't make it in time and she dies. Grab what I can here. Forgot to grab the other ones, but that's okay.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Alright.
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Alright, we are going to fast travel over to Good Springs. And then right behind the saloon is the graveyard. I actually usually switch over to a pistol for this because it's a little easier when you get to the blowflies at the top here. And there's a group of blowflies when you get into the graveyard, and then there's a rad scorpion sitting waiting for you outside of the graveyard. See him? See him right there? Yep, here he comes. Here he comes. Alright. Nope, bye-bye. Sorry, I don't like you. I don't like anything you stand for. Yeah, Yeah, those bark scorpions, I hate them. The bark scorpions and the rat scorpions. Don't even get me started. Oh, this is Why? Why are they so hard to hit? For no reason. For no reason. Please. Nope. Oh, yep. That was the longest animation for that to get done. Alright, we got that one. I have enough AP to go over here. Stuck. Alright. Now that we have successfully played Pest Control, there is a snow globe over here that we can grab. And then, if you have the shovel, you can come over here and loot these graves. And they have a few things in them. Would I ever go grave robbing in real life? Hell no. If you're gonna put a bunch of ammunition in it in a game, I have different qualms about that. I have a little bit different qualms about that. Alright. Now the rock flower is over here by this tree. So we're gonna take that. Start heading over towards this way. I wonder... Yeah, we're going to fast travel back to Good Springs just because it's going to take a whole lot less time. And then just walk over here. Hey, bud. Now, you'll find Victor over here, and I do like to talk to him real quick before I go into the school, just while I'm over here. So
Howdy,
this
partner.
part out of the way.
Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Do you know who those men were who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
How did you find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Thanks for digging me out of that grave, I guess.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you end up in Good Springs?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
I've never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Bye, Victor.
Happy trails!
Alright, once you get done with that, we can head over towards the school. Now, out here, you're going to encounter some of these. The Xander route is right here as you walk in, but you can also walk around over here. Walk around, walk around. We'll do the walk around. And there's some actual jalapenos. Now, I know there's one more. These mantises is getting pissed off because it can't find me. Where are you, buddy? I'll put an end to your misery. But it's supposed to be right there. Is it glitching on me? Oh, there he is. Find me now. You see me now! Shoot your face. Alright, now before we go back to Sunny, you can come in here real quick. And there's going to be a few more of these in here. I just like to go through with that and get the ones that I can. And that stuff. So now you can go, and only a couple of these lockers really have anything in them. I think it's really just this one. And it's a couple bottle caps. At least this time. And then you can come back here, and there's a little box with a gun. And there's some stuff back here. And bobby pins. If you go over, I think if you go over here, this little corner. Yeah, there it is. There's a salesman weekly that's kind of hidden on the floor over here with everything. So that's always good to know. Alright, then we're going to venture. And grab this. There's a Programmer's Digest right here. You can either hack the terminal or lockpick. I do either or. Right now I'm just going to lockpick because it's going to be a lot faster. Oops. There we go. Alright, now there's a bunch of stuff in here. I just gotta get going. Alright, now that's the school. We're gonna head out and make our way back to Sunny. Where is my stuff?
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
So from here you're able to go over to the campfire and basically hover over the healing powder and hit A, and this allows you to create one healing
See?
powder.
All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Alright guys, that's going to cover it for this video. We are going to open up our Pip-Boy and fast travel back over to where the saloon is, so that way when I load up next game, we can go over and talk to Trudy. If you like this video, please leave a like down below, and if you want to see more of this content, please subscribe and ring those bell notifications so you never miss a video. I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, have a good day guys. Bye-bye!